You want that high testosterone life. More drive, cleaner recovery, stronger lifts, and yes, better performance when it actually matters. Here's the shocking part. Most guys don't have a testosterone problem first. They have an input problem. They train hard, then eat like their hormones are optional. So today you'll meet 8 superfoods that support testosterone, blood flow, and libido. Best one is last, and it tastes like dessert. And when I say instantly, I mean you'll feel the performance effects fast, like blood flow, energy, and recovery. You don't need all of them, certainly not all at once. But if you ever do, you'll never stop. And don't worry, right after garlic, I'll show you the simple trick how only the effect remains, not the smell. 1. Ginger. The quiet amplifier. Most guys treat ginger like sick day tea. That's a waste. Ginger is a system warmer. Life in general creates stress several times. That's no drama. That's reality. Stress creates oxidation and inflammation, and testosterone does not thrive in a body that's constantly putting out fires. Ginger cleans up the environment so testosterone can operate. Data-based. Ginger supports reproductive markers in some contexts. How to use. Simple, no hype. Ginger tea. Slice fresh ginger. Hot water. Steep 10 minutes. Pre-gym shot. Warm water plus ginger plus lemon. No sugar needed. Food mode. Add grated ginger to eggs, stir fry, or ground meat. Consistency play. 4 to 6 days a week beats. Once in a while. Warm the system. Free the hormones. Now that the system is warm, let's upgrade the plumbing. 2. Garlic, the direct upgrade. Alright, garlic. This is the one food that makes us feel powerful, and then makes everyone around us feel punished. But garlic isn't just flavor, it's a performance input. Here's the simple science. Garlic supports vascular function and nitric oxide signaling and overall cardiovascular function, which is the fancy way of saying blood flow gets better, and so does performance. Better blood flow also improves the stuff men care about. It helps the body run in a state where hormones and libido can actually show up on time. How to use so it works. Crush it first. Crushing garlic activates the good stuff, allicin. Wait 5 to 10 minutes after crushing before cooking. Dose. 1 clove a day is enough for most of us. Best timing, with dinner or post-workout meals. Avoid pre-meeting, unless you hate the meeting. And yes, we're using garlic without ruining your social life. Hold that thought. The fix is coming. You'll thank me. And so will your partner. Strong food, strong results. But performance isn't just blood flow, it's also recovery, and fast recovery needs less inflammation. 3. Turmeric, the inflammation bouncer. If testosterone is the VIP, inflammation is that guy at the door saying, "Not today." A lot of men chase boosters while their body is running constant internal chaos, stress, poor sleep, and inflammation. Testosterone does not thrive in that mess. Turmeric matters because it supports the system that lowers that internal fire. It's not a direct testosterone button, it's a conditions of success food, and conditions matter more than hype. How to use so it actually lands. Add black pepper. Turmeric without pepper is like showing up to the gym without shoes. Add fat. Cook it with eggs, olive oil, or milk. Curcumin likes company, easy options. Golden milk at night. Milk, turmeric, and pepper. Turmeric in rice, stews, eggs, ground meat. Consistency play. 4 to 6 days a week beats 1 heroic teaspoon once a month. Lower the fire. Raise the output. Now that we've lowered the internal fire, let's add a studied credibility flex. 4. Pomegranate, the proven player. Pomegranate has been studied, and one of the headline findings people love is that pomegranate juice has been associated with increases in salivary testosterone. This is real data, not folklore. Plus, pomegranate is loaded with antioxidants that support circulation and recovery. And since we're talking libido and performance, circulation is not a side quest, it's the main storyline. How to use, clean and practical. Juice method. 200 to 250 milliliters of pure pomegranate juice, a few times per week. Avoid the sugar trap. Choose no added sugar versions. Whole fruit method. Throw the seeds into yogurt or oats or eat them as a snack. Best timing, with breakfast or post-workout meals. And keep watching because the secret king is still coming later. And yes, it's exactly what you think. Drink the red, feel the edge. Alright, now we move from credibility to drive. 5. Chili, the drive switch. Chili is for the men who want their food to talk back. Capsaicin, the spicy compound, triggers a heat response, endorphins, and your wake-up signal in the body. Here's the angle that matters. Chili is a behavior and energy amplifier. It sharpens appetite control, wakes up the nervous system, and it's been linked in interesting ways with testosterone-related patterns. The point is, it helps you feel more switched on. When you feel switched on, you train and recover better. How to use without wrecking your stomach. Add chili flakes to eggs, meat, or rice. Use fresh chili in stir fries. Hot sauce works too. Just avoid the sugar-loaded ones. Rule: if spicy gives you reflux, don't force it. We want testosterone up, not your acid. Burn the mouth, wake the mind. Now for the one that looks boring, but quietly keeps the whole machine stable. 6. Celery. The underrated stuff. Quiet but clutch. Celery is a hydration and mineral tool. Celery earns its spot because hydration and minerals directly affect training output, circulation, and recovery, which affects hormones downstream. It's the guy in the background keeping the whole operation stable. And stability is how you get consistent performance. How to use: easy, not dramatic. Snack it with peanut butter. Toss it into smoothies, especially with ginger. Add it to soups and stews for volume and crunch. Pre-workout: celery plus salt plus water if you sweat a lot. Hydrate the engine, let power show up. Hydration sets the baseline. Now we turn the pump on. 7. Arginine, the nitric oxide king, aka the pipes matter. More nitric oxide means more vasodilation, which means better blood flow. Arginine is the amino acid your body uses to produce nitric oxide. And nitric oxide is the reason pumps feel better in the gym, and the reason things work better outside the gym. This is why arginine gets mentioned in libido and erectile function conversations. And here's the best part: you don't have to treat it like a lab experiment. You can eat it. How to use: pumpkin seeds, the easiest arginine snack. Peanuts, simple, cheap, effective. Almonds, clean option, stacks nicely with magnesium and healthy fats. Timing: pre-workout, a handful of pumpkin seeds or nuts 60 to 90 minutes before training. Evening, nuts as a dessert replacement, because the real dessert is coming. This is the point where some of you will pause and go, oh, so this is why that works. Exactly. Wider pipes, better performance, and now, the one that feels like cheating. 8. Dark chocolate, the sweetest one. Raw cacao is the secret weapon. All right, we saved the best for last. Dark chocolate is the rare booster that feels like cheating because it tastes like a reward. Raw cacao's flavonols support blood flow, and dark chocolate is magnesium-rich, which helps calm stress, a quiet testosterone killer. So yes, this one supports libido too, because libido is not just hormones. It's also nervous system state, calm body, confident body. How to use: so it boosts, not bulks. Choose 70% to cacao or higher. Keep it at 20 to 30 grams, a few squares. We're stacking benefits, not starting a chocolate career. Better option: add raw cacao to oats, smoothies, or yogurt. Timing: afternoon slump or after dinner when cravings hit. This is how we turn discipline into something sustainable. Eat the dark, keep the calm. Now we cash the check we wrote earlier. The bonus payoff: how to eat garlic and not smell afterward. After a garlic-heavy meal, skip the panic and the mint gum marathon. Chiao raw parsley. You've heard right. Parsley helps reduce the odor compounds that hang around after garlic. It's not magic, it's plant chemistry doing plant chemistry things. How to use: simple. Grab a small handful of raw parsley. Chew for 30 to 60 seconds after the meal. Eat like a beast, smell like a gentleman.